Listen up, because the Kansas City Chiefs just dropped a bomb on the entire league, and nobody outside of Arrowhead saw it coming this fast, this clean, or this vicious. The rest of the NFL spent the entire offseason telling themselves the same bedtime story. They can't keep this up forever. Salary cap, age, wear and tear. Something has to break. Wrong. Dead wrong. Kansas City didn't just patch the cracks. They poured concrete over them, slapped rebar on top, and then lit the whole thing on fire just to watch the league squirm. This wasn't a reload. This was a hostile takeover disguised as roster management. And every single one of the other 31 teams is staring at the new depth chart right now with the same look you get when the doctor says it's malignant. The Chiefs didn't tiptoe into free agency. They didn't nibble around the edges of the draft. They didn't hope their young guys developed. They attacked. They identified every single weak pulse in the roster, every single but that analysts love to throw out there, and they strangled it in broad daylight. Offensive line depth? Fixed. Edge rush rotation? Terrifying. Secondary youth injection? Done. Explosive playmaker who can take the top off when Mahomes starts scrambling? Merry Christmas. They didn't just add good players. They added the exact players who make defensive coordinators wake up at 3 a.m. in a cold sweat because their entire game plan just got shredded with a smile. And the sickest part? They did it without gutting the future. No dumping of draft capital. No back-breaking contracts that explode in 2027. No win now at all costs panic. Just cold, calculated violence. Brett Veach didn't negotiate. He executed. He saw the league circling like vultures waiting for the dynasty to bleed out, and he responded by ripping the vultures apart and wearing their feathers as a cape. Every move fits. Every move stacks. Every move screams, "We are not here to participate. We are here to punish." You want to know what real terror looks like in the NFL? It's when a team that's already won back-to-back titles looks at the roster and instead of resting says, "Nah, let's make it unfair again." That's what Kansas City just did. They looked at a 14-3 team, a team that just hoisted another Lombardi, and said, "Cute. Now let's go make the league cry for the next half-decade." This isn't arrogance. This is ownership. This is a franchise that refuses to blink, refuses to flinch, refuses to give the rest of the league even a sliver of hope. The national media spent all offseason manufacturing doubt. Can Mahomes carry a lesser supporting cast? Is the window closing? Are the Chiefs finally mortal? Mortal? The Chiefs just turned themselves into a Death Star with better Wi-Fi. They didn't answer the questions. They erased them. They took every narrative, every hot take, every sources say the dynasty is fragile segment, crumpled it up, set it on fire, and used the ashes to season their victory cigars. The league wanted cracks. Kansas City gave them a fortress. And don't sleep on the psychological warfare here. Every GM watching this unfold knows exactly what just happened. They know their own off-seasons look timid now. They know their solid B+ moves just got laughed out of the room by an A++ murder plot. They know when they line up across from Kansas City in September, the guys staring back at them aren't just better. They're younger, faster, hungrier, and playing with the confidence of a team that knows the script is already written. Good luck scripting against that. This is what dominance looks like when it refuses to age. This is what a dynasty does when it smells blood in the water and realizes the blood is everyone else's. The Chiefs didn't just improve the roster, they weaponized it. They took a team that was already the final boss and gave it cheat codes. And the scariest part, the part that should have every fan base outside of Kansas City throwing up in their mouth right now, is that Arrowhead is laughing. They're not relieved. They're not satisfied. They're giddy because they know what's coming. The NFL wanted the Chiefs to slip. They begged for it. They prayed for regression, for complacency, for the cap to finally bite. Instead, Kansas City just flexed, cracked its knuckles, and reminded everyone that the throne isn't up for grabs. It's bolted to the floor in Missouri. The reign isn't ending. It's evolving. It's getting meaner. It's getting faster. And it's coming for everybody. So to the rest of the league, enjoy your summer. Enjoy your training camp hype videos. Enjoy telling yourselves you've closed the gap. Because when the pads start cracking in September, the Chiefs are going to remind you, in the most brutal way possible, that the gap didn't close. It just got a moat, alligators, and a sign that says, "Abandon hope, all ye who enter here." Chiefs Kingdom, you don't just have a team anymore. You have a weapon of mass destruction wearing red and gold. And the detonation sequence just started. The league isn't ready. They never were. And now they're out of time. See you in February. Again.